Hello guys, welcome to the course. Let us discuss few more problems which appeared in previous year's exam. See here what it's telling. In a 132 kilovolt phase to ground capacitance of 0.01 microfarad and inductance of 4 Henry, calculate critical resistance required in order to eliminate, see here, eliminate restriking voltage magnetizing current 5 amperes to be good. Means when some fault like open circuit and short circuit occur, your circuit breaker will open. When it open, it need to eliminate the restriking voltage. When it will able to eliminate, tell me, when it can eliminate the restriking voltage, when it is over damped. When it is over damped, for over damped the zeta value should be greater than 1. Undamped zeta equal to 0. Example, your air conditioner. Can critically damped. Example, your zeta equal to 1. Tell me, critically damped. Example of it, robotics. Okay, is this example? Now, tell me, now what will be the gain k at this point in root locus? It is real and equal. For that is real and you can say over damped means unequal. When zeta is less than 1, under damped it rows are on imagine, you can say real and imaginary part both will be there. Okay, now see how to solve this question. Now take, draw the circuit diagram. Let me draw the circuit diagram for this. See here, this is a normally generating station. Okay, you can say this is your series resistance, inductance of the line, and you can say parallel capacitance. Now a short circuit has been happened. A short circuit has been happened, and now you need to connect here a switching resistance R, so that the restriking voltage is such that R will not again repeat. Okay, friends. Now, how to solve? See here, normally the generators are grounded. Generators are grounded. So how is the circuit? If you see, for easiness, you just assume it's small and neglected. Small and neglected. If you see here, the circuit diagram is like this. This is an inductance, means this parallel is grounded. Now there is a capacitance again here. There is a capacitance here. Okay, then again there is a resistance, then there is a resistance. This is R, this is C, this is L. Means the circuit which we are getting is RLC parallel circuit. RLC parallel circuit. Parallel circuit means if you write their equation in S domains, it will become 1 by SC and it will become SL. Now, Z of S equal to V of S by I of S, you can say. Now, in parallel, you easily find Y of S. What is Y of S, friends? Y of S, tell me, 1 by R plus, you can say SC plus 1 by SL. When you take LCM, SLR, you can say here SL plus S square LC, S square LCR plus SL means here there is a R. Now, when you solve, you will get Z of S. Now, when you will solve, you can get as Z of S. You just try to solve it. You will get Z of S is S by C by S square S by RC plus 1 by LC. This is the final equation you will get. Now, what observation you made here? Observation, you can say, what is the observation? Here, omega n equal to 1 by root LC, S square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus, you can say, omega n square. So omega n is 1 by root LC. Now 2 zeta omega n equal to 1 by RC. So what is, you can say, zeta 1 by 2 RC into omega n. Omega n is root LC. So 1 by 2 r root LC by here there is C. So when you will solve, you will get 1 by 2 r root of, you can say, L by C. So hence what you got here? You got here that zeta equal to 1 by 2r root of L by C. What is R here? R is 1 by 2 zeta root L by C. See what I told you, over time friends, zeta greater than 1. When the denominator is greater than 1, so it will be less than 1 by 2 root of L by C. This is your answer. Means this is the equation. Now you substitute what he has given, 1 by 2 root L he has given as 4 Henry, C given as 0.01 into 10 power of minus 6. When you will solve, you will get 10k. Answer is B. So answer is B. Hope you have understand. Few more observation you just make here. See here what you got, omega n equal to 1 by root LC. What is bandwidth? Bandwidth here is 1 by RC. And what more observation you can make here friends? Here, see here, you can make that when R increases, your bandwidth decreases. This was the last year question. Now you just note these 2 points, it will come in the future. Now move ahead to question number 2. A 220 volt DC machine. He is telling DC machine has armature resistance of 1 ohm, full load current of 20 amperes. What is the difference of induced voltage when the machine is running as generator and when the machine is running as a generator and it is motor under full load condition? When it is acting as a generator, when it is acting as a motor, what is the difference of induced voltage? Now here data is made, it is series generator. Okay, we just write this part. Now how to solve? Let us see. Move ahead. Let us move ahead and see. Now see here in case number 1. Case number 1. Let us take the example of generator. Generator means here there is a plus or minus EG. Here he has given us 220 volts. The current is outward 20 amperes and resistance he has given us 1. So what is EG? EG equal to 220 plus 20, 240 volt. Now case 2. Case 2. What is this? Motor. For motor, if it is a generator, you can say this is as 1 ohm. Now the current direction has changed, 20 amperes. Now this is 220 volt. Now what is EG? EG is 220 minus 20, 200 volt. So what is the difference between these 220 and 200? Tell me. Answer is 40 volt. Answer is 40 volt. So option C is correct. Now move ahead and let us see question number. Next question. Now tell me what will be the answer. What is the transition matrix of an ideal transformer? This is an important question. A lot of point has to be discussed. See here, suppose he has given this transformer with n is to 1. You know this is V1, I1, this is V2, and transition matrix he is asking. You know V1 equal to A into V2 plus B into I2. Now, and here I1 equal to C into V2 plus D into I2. Okay. Now, for outside you can take as positive here. For inside you can take as negative. Now, from here, what is A? A is V1 by V2 at I2 equal to 0. When I2 0, V1 by V2, you know, in transformer, it is in transformer, you know, friends. See here. Let me clear this screen and move somewhat down. Yeah. Okay. In transformer, V1 by V2 is turns ratio, that is n by 1. So here you got A as V1 by V2 equal to N. Now similarly, what is C? Tell me friends, from that equation, I1 by V2 at what condition? I1 by V2 at I2 equal to 0, at I2 equal to 0. When I2 equal to 0, similarly I1 is 0. You know relation between I1 by I2 equal to K, means 1 by N. When something is 0, when I2 is 0, obviously 0 by something, I1 also 0. So you can say C is 0. C is 0. Now see the equation for B. How to find B? B equal to V1 by I2 at V2 equal to 0. When V2 is 0, I have told you already V1 by V2 equal to N. So V1 also 0. So B also 0. What is D? You can find D. I1, D is, what is D? D is I1 by I2 at V2 equal to 0. This just before time I have told you this is 1 by N. So what is the transition matrix? The transition matrix is N 0 0 1 by N. Point to be observed. Point to be observed here that it does not have, transformer does not have Z and Y parameters. Now you may ask me why. See here, simply you write Z parameters. What it is telling? V1 equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. Similarly, means you just V2 equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22. Here I1 and I2 here, what they are here? Independent. But in transformer, you know, I1 by I2 is dependent on N. Here they are dependent, here they are independent. So we cannot write an equation of Z and Y parameters for transformer. Hope you have understand. Now move ahead. What is the quality factor for parallel RLC circuit? He is asking the quality factor. You know the quality factor. Quality factor formula. Quality factor equal to resonance frequency omega n by bandwidth. Just I have told you parallel. Few in the question number 1 itself, I have told you omega n 1 by root LC and bandwidth is 1 by RC. So what is the quality factor? 1 by root LC. Now this go up will RC. Now R root C by L is the band. Okay, this is derived from question number 1 itself. Now move ahead. It is telling that this important question. A single phase transformer is switched on to an AC supply in order to have minimum inrush current when the switch has to be closed. Now you observe few points here. When switch has to be closed, you just please observe few points. When switch has to be closed. See here, transformer diagram, you know. This is E. This is phi, this is I mu, this is your induced voltage. So E and phi lags by 90 degrees. E is the applied voltage. So if this is system voltage, the flux will start from here. Flux will start from here. When supply voltage is at peak, the current requirement or the flux requirement is 0. It can start from 0. But if you extend this to the here, when supply voltage at 0 crossing, it requires negative flux, negative peak. This cannot be happen. Cannot be happen. Okay. So when the voltage is switched on, your transformer is switched on when voltage is crossing 0 point, the flux cannot be negative. So what will happen when it reach to the peak and when it is started in here, the flux will start from initial point and it will reach double the value. To cover this point, it will reach from negative to this positive value here. So it will reach double the time. You can say this is called doubling effect, 2 phi m. This is called doubling effect. See here, you know already all the, you can say, machines operated near to the saturation point. Suppose this is the flux, this is the magnetizing current. All the machines operate near to the saturation point. So to make the flux from here to double means it's almost a small increase here. To make double, this I mu has to be increased up to 50 times I mu 2 equal to 50 times of I mu 1. You know, this will damage the transformer. Damage the transformer. So when it will have the maximum effect? When the voltage is crossing 0 point. And one point you note here that, see here, what is the shape of magnetizing current? This is the last here. See here, we'll start here, and you can say here it is steady state. This is transient state. This is doubling effect. This is 2 times of I mu 1. This is I mu. Then it is having net DC. Net DC means there is a DC term here and second harmonic is dominant. First is fundamental, so second harmonic is dominant. Whereas in all cases, the harmonic which is dominant is third harmonic. The harmonic which is dominant in, you can say, non-linearity core all is third harmonic. But in switching transient, the dominant harmonic is second harmonic. This is the last year question which they ask. So what is the remedy of it? We cannot always close this switch of the transformer when the voltage is 0. So what we will do is we will do 2 types of remedy here. First, reinforcement of insulation. Means if this is a transformer winding, below 5% and above 5% are made with the strong insulation, because see here the time constant of this RL circuit transformer is high, whereas the tau of our cycle is only 20 milliseconds. So the transient die fast spread only up to 5% below and top. It will not spread in middle of the winding. So you just require to reinforce top and bottom 5%. How the different type of insulation? Y type, A type, E, B, F, H and C. A type, Y type is 90 degrees. B type, A type 105. This is the last year question. E up to 120. B you can say 130. F is 155. H is 180. It is last type is C greater than 180 degrees. You write down. So at top they will make, and bottom C type, and between they can use different types of insulation depend upon rating. Another what they can do is providing channels, steel channels, so that it will remain safe. Okay, hope you have understand this point now. So which is the dominant harmonic here? Second harmonic. And when it is having most effect, tell me, see the option, when voltage at is 0 crossing point. So answer is B. Now move ahead to the question, next question. Which country share maximum boundary area with India? Option number 1, Pakistan. Option number 2, Nepal. Option number 3, Bhutan. Option number D, none. Tell me friends, which will be the correct answer? See here, you just write down one point here. Total, we will share boundaries with these countries. First, Bangladesh. Second, China. Third, this is the order of decreasing bordering area. Okay, you just write down China. Fourth, you can say Nepal. Fifth, Myanmar. Sixth, Bhutan. Seventh, Afghanistan. See here, so highest is Bangladesh, smallest is Afghanistan. If you ask me the area, it is 4096.7 kilometers. Okay, don't forget it. Now Afghanistan 106 kilometers. If you ask me China 3488, Pakistan you can say 3323, Nepal 1753 kilometers, Myanmar 1643 kilometers, Bhutan 699. So if you add, you will get 15107 kilometers total. India share this much more. Hope you understand. Now one more question will ask. Bangladesh share with which country the boundary? Boundary means it is West Bengal, Tripura. You have to learn like this, okay? Mizoram, Meghalaya, Meghalaya, and Assam. Similarly, you can ask similarly the question China. It is Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, and only these 5 states. Okay, you just Google it, you will get remaining that. Okay, friends. Next, move ahead. Largest area in coastline in India. Tell me, friends, which will be the correct answer here? Largest coastline. Largest coastline. Tell me, friends. Answer is D. None of the above. It is Gujarat. By the way, above answer also none of the above. Gujarat. This is the largest coastal line. What? Which is the smallest coastal line? Tell me, friends. Which is the smallest coastal line? Tell me. Goa. Total, how many state have coastal line? It is, sorry, 9, not 7. It is 9. If you ask me the name of these states, these are as follows. These are as follows: Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, AP, Odisha, and